There you go. The municipal armory, just for the terms, the municipal armories will be supplied with the rattan sticks, the ammunition, and carbines. As I said, this is where we'll get the carbines from military surplus. It will all be from military surplus. We won't need to produce any more arms and armaments for the police agency. The municipal quarters will serve as the storage for uniforms. It will be it will be the quarters of the municipal quartermaster. That's where we get the uniforms. For eligibility of service, administrative staff must be selected from second-class citizens. I believe these are the people who've served in military, right? That's what the second-class citizen is.
Yeah.
Class 2 citizen. Okay, there. They must be at least 18 years of age, and the term ends 1 month after the election of the Camara and the assignment of the succeeding administrative staff. Just read through the details there. The national administrator.
Wait, where is that again?
It ends section 7A. Administrative staff 18 years of age must be a second-class citizen, and the term ends 1 month after the election of the Camara, because we need the IPA to be completely functional while we're having election season. So we need at least 1 month of leeway before we have a new administrative staff.
Okay. Thank you.
It will be selected by the so firstly, the national administrator will be assigned by the minister marshal and the captain general. Details about more details regarding that is in section 7A1. For regional administrators, they're assigned by national administrators, etc., etc. They must come from the region they're overseeing or have been localized and recognized. The Katiwala are assigned by the regional administrators, and they must be local. We can't have a local police agency not in the same locale that they're policing. It's just we just feel that it's not good for the morale, I suppose, of the people there. We don't want the people seeing the police agency as some sort of occupying force. We want them to be a local friends. Where was I? Operational staff. The selection for operational staff are within the administrative staff's discretion, since they are to hire the arms master and quartermaster. The arms master, however, must have served in the military, and they must have served as a tanod. Must have served in the military or are serving as a tanod. Now, enforcers or tanod must be 18 years or older, must be of sanguine temperament, meaning they must be not fucking psychos. They shouldn't beat people up because they want to. They must be of sanguine temperament.
But how would we know if they're not psychos or not?
We're gonna need a
process
psychology
of
test
interviews before we accept job interviews. That's, of course, we can't know for sure.
Yeah, we can.
But generally, if they are not of sanguine temperament, they if they're known to explode into fits of anger, they are not as well suited for the role of enforcer. They are enforcing peace, not forcing themselves upon the populace. They must not have a criminal record. Other details in section 7C, as in that section. Section 8, threat levels and use of force. This is the rules of engagement of the IPA, and the kinds of threats that they will be classified as. Kinds of threats and the appropriate action towards it. If there's some petty criminal, we don't blast them with artillery, if you get my gist. For minor threats, these are crimes, minor disagreements that pose minimal to no risk of serious bodily harm. Details in the section. Serious threats are crime to death, bludgeoning weapons. The IPA may strike these criminals until incapacitated. Natural disasters. These are non-man-made events, hazardous events that are of natural origin, which may result in injury or death. Enforcers are obligated to assist at risk to themselves unless assistance is certain to result in severe injury or death of the rescuer. As it says, if for a tanod, you signed into this role and you have the opportunity to save another person and it's going to risk your life, you're gonna have to do it. You're absolutely obligated to do so. For threats for the next
Is there gonna be a sort of punishment if he doesn't?
Yes, under civilian court, it will not be under military court. I don't think that's detailed though. It should be in a criminal, in the criminal code, I believe. It should be. It should be there. It's not there currently. But there is, as they are obligated to assist, there should be a punishment for it. I'm not sure if it should be a criminal punishment or just ejection from the IPA.
Okay.
For threats of great importance, these are threats classified. There's multiple threats of great importance. For the categories of this, we have threat of violent pandemonium, which is when an area, a street or field, densely populated with individuals who could potentially cause a great deal of harm because they're engaged in violent activity like gang violence, major protests turned riots, etc. The enforcers during violent pandemonium should prioritize the dispersal of the crowd instead of arresting individual perpetrators because it's kind of impossible to arrest all of them. If it is necessary, threats of great importance, what's it called? The katiwala or the bailiff, the arms master, if they deem it necessary, they can distribute the carbines to active enforcers. Though, even when the enforcers are armed, as says here, they must refrain from firing into a group of the citizenry unless ordered to do so. Like, they're not allowed to fire at all, actually, unless ordered to do so by an enforcer of significant rank or the bailiff.
Okay.
If the bailiff is present. Lethal force may only be applied if the enforcers find themselves or other innocent bystanders under serious threat. They cannot, however, if the crowd is in flight, they cannot fire into a dense crowd. They may fire into the air, sure, but they cannot, under any circumstance, fire into a crowd. Also, the katiwala, the bailiff who ordered the shots, is entirely responsible for whatever repercussions happen afterwards. If, for example, it was a bad decision, it was unnecessary, it was excessive force, the bailiff is entirely responsible for that. And if they do distribute the weaponry without it being necessary,
Permitted
the
or-
arms master,
Oh.
if the bailiff and the arms master allow the distribution of weaponry when it should not have been allowed, thereby putting citizens in unneeded risk, they are also responsible for that and are a threat of, at worst, criminal court and at best ejection probably or suspension
What if,
from their jobs.
They did but they just hand out weapons and stuff.
Yes.
What if it wasn't used, the weapons? Will it still be a great threat?
Sorry. It's still under the when we have a threat of violent pandemonium and they did distribute the weapons, the best case scenario is if the weapons aren't used in the first place.
Okay.
So it still technically is a threat of violent pandemonium, but it's best if we don't have to kill anyone. Now, for firearm wielding threats, this is under threats of great importance still. Did we pass the law regarding the regarding
No, I
the
don't
prohibition
think
of
so.
arms? Dan, well, this should have been in conjunction to that. For firearm wielding threats, the reason why it's a threat of great importance is because we generally don't expect the populace to be armed
Excuse
with,
me? May I
firearms.
interrupt?
Yes.
I think
Yes.
Ginoong Montgomery or Spongeries passed a law about firearms sessions.
Diba, I thought that was revoked. Was it not?
It's not revoked. I'm gonna check.
Okay, keep going, Mr.
You
Emmanuel.
can keep explaining.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Where was I? Firearm wielding threats. Now, they are allowed to use lethal force if they put anyone in immediate harm. When the offender is aiming towards another party or discharging their weapon against the other party, that's when they can fire upon the firearm wielding threat. Otherwise, they should attempt to, try to have the firearm wielding threat to yield. Now, there is a line here, I believe I put it here. Once, I don't know where it is, but once this threat has yielded has yielded to the police, they should be treated as a minor threat and the IPA must not deal excessive force towards it. The usage of the armory must always be reported to the respective regional administrator because we have to make sure that the arms aren't used as often as we can, like as much as possible. We limit the use of firearms against the own
Wait,
our
before we
citizenry.
give the weapons out, are we
Yes.
supposed to ask permission first?
From the katiwala and the arms master. The arms master is in charge of holding the weapons. The katiwala is largely responsible for allowing the use of it.
And after they use it, or the katiwala is gonna report to the region administrator? Am I
Yes,
correct?
after the weapons have been used and has been, after the arms master has opened up the weapons and distributed it to the enforcers, etc. So basically, what happens here is in firearm building threats, the enforcers won't really be able to fight effectively immediately because they're armed with batons. But we believe that it's a risk we're willing to take, considering how few people would be armed in the first place. And because we can't be bothered to train our enforcers, like every single one of our enforcers, to like proper firearm safety, just use it as sparingly as we could. For national safety, threats to national safety, like an organized group such as rebels, rioters, or members of organized crimes, like a properly organized group, they are immediately to report it to their bailiff, and then the bailiff will immediately report to the military. They no longer have, the IPA will no longer have jurisdiction over threats to national safety, but the military may activate the local enforcers as a sort of makeshift militia. Yeah, there you go, to serve as an emergency militia as need be. And the enforcers are obliged to take upon the role of militia if the military orders them to do so. Section 9, of course. Yes.
Repeat that.
For threats of national safety, the military will be activated and will take full jurisdiction on the threat. Like if there are rebels, the IPA that's well above their pay grade. However, and the military must take over, the local garrison will take over on that front. But the local garrison may activate the enforcers, the local enforcers, as a makeshift militia. Like they'll tell the IPA people there, guys, we need your help. You get your carbines and you fight with us.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm assuming if the military is not in the region, a militia will be formed as the makeshift militia until the army then arrives.
If the military does not arrive, there is no military presence at all. The IPA is unfortunately just supposed to hold still until if it is a threat to national safety, until the military gives them orders, either by telegram or whatever have you. But whatever happens, if it is a threat to national safety, the military has full jurisdiction.
Okay.
Of course, previous sections will apply, such as firearm wielding threats. They're still allowed to defend themselves as necessary. But generally, the jurisdiction will be entirely to the military.
Should enforcers encounter an organized group of armed individuals such that of rebels? I think it could make an exception to rioters, or no, still no.
If they are armed individuals.
Okay.
An organized group of armed individuals, yes. But if they are just unarmed rioters, it would be under violent pandemonium if they are being violent, but unarmed, largely unarmed.
All right, is that all?
Yes, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Motion to pass. Wait,
Hold
what?
on.
Motion to
All right.
voting.
Thank you for speaking, Sivir. Interrupt
Oh
you
wait,
a bit,
no.
Medina.
Questions muna, diba?
Yeah, if you have any questions, you may ask now. Because that took longer than I expected, honestly.
Um,
But
I
it's
have a
fine.
question.
Severe, you may now sit down.
What's your question?
Yeah, so basically regarding the bill, right?
No
So,
questions. I'm assuming.
regarding ranks, okay, ranks. See, who would be like?
Motion to start voting.
Hold on, sorry, I had to do something. Anyway, so regarding ranks, of course, officer.
Can I second the motion? I kind of wrote the bill.
Yeah.
You could. I don't think anyone has a question, anyways.
I second the motion.
I can
Okay.
hear you. It's Mei-chan. I can hear you.
What the fuck?
Wait, is Yui
What?
speaking?
Skull.
I can't
Hold on.
hear.
I can hear
Holy
him.
shit! Was he asking a question the whole time?
Oh
Yeah,
my
he was.
god, that
That's why
had been.
Oh my god! Don't proceed with the voting yet.
Hello.
Oh my
Hello?
god! That's the first time I heard.
You
No
guys
wonder
should-
why it was so
You
silent.
guys should raise his volume.
Yeah, I just.
Okay, I can hear the guy now.
Okay.
Hello,
Anyway.
gentlemen. What did I miss?
bill.
Proceed with your question.
An entire ass bill that
Ninang
took me.
Milya.
All right. So anyway, regarding ranks, of course, military on top of the police, right? But like, let's say yung bailiff, of course, responds to the military. But if like, let's say a kawal, do they answer to a bailiff or no? Like, etc.
The military does not answer to the IPA at all. The kawal
At
is
all.
entirely beholden to the military hierarchy.
All right. So basically, if there's like an office, like a high rank in an IPA and like a regular officer in the military, walang mas mataas. Or yung lang mataas talaga.
They are separate agencies, but the military talaga yung ano. It is the military that has more power over the IPA. The IPA cannot make, for example, arrests, as mentioned earlier, to the military. They have no jurisdiction over the military at all.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. When a fucking low-ranking Sandatakan kills someone. Lol.
Okay, that's entirely to the military court then. The Sandatahan will go through the military court, not the IPA.
Yeah, not the IPA.
Right. Okay.
Anyways, is that all? Any other questions?
No, I have no such questions anymore.
Okay, I motion to start voting.
I second the motion.
There you go.
Aye.
Mata.
I
Hold on,
Holy
I
shit!
got
I
this.
forgot the motion of minutes of the meeting.
wanted
La,
to do
nakalimutan!
No.
One,
5:30.
two, 4, 5. Alright, 5, I guess.
Oh yeah, this.
5.
Just
5,
count it.
wait,
Just count
yeah.
it.
This is bill number
The only problem.
When did we start?
is
5:15 was the start of
yes, bill
the
number 8. Yeah, it's 5.
reading of
VG is
the
5
VG is
o'clock,
manageable.
something.
police
Wait.
agency.
Holy shit, it's been 30
Is-
minutes. Damn.
I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, fellas.
It's fine. It's just
Hold on.
I have a proposition to make. Let's keep the explanation
Yes.
short. As short as 10 minutes, I guess.
Gotcha.
This
Wait,
bill is
It's pretty short.
Is this past the second reading?
No, it's just the first time we've gone through it.
So it is going
you're
to
gonna pass it
be
to second
past the
reading.
second
That's
reading.
that's correct.
Oh,
How
okay.
many
Okay.
people voted for? 5?
Yeah, it's everyone voted for it. Everyone in this.
Majority.
Yeah,
yeah.
majority.
Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna go to my law.
Yeah,
The
let's proceed to
anti-incest
anti-incest bill.
Whoa!
Assembly bill number 87. May I call
Wait.
Ginoong Medina to
Me.
come and explain
Wait, how
this
long did
stage?
that take? How long did
30
that-
minutes.
30 minutes.
Literally?
Yeah.
When did we start?
5 o'clock, around that.
Okay, wait, I'll just put 5:05 reading of the police.
Yep.
Okay. Anyways, got that down. Anti-incest bill. This self-explanatory, obviously.
They said.
But the
VG was
anti-incest bill.
underrated.
This bill is to prohibit sexual or romantic sort of relationships among family members because of the rising population, especially in Europe, of family members being
Wait, what?
married to each other. This bill discourages romantic
No, I said
relationships between
VG
family
said
members
they
due to the
might
fact that it could lead to
underrally.
something deeper like inbreeding. Inbreeding results to many problems, such as an increase in many
Okay.
genetic disorders, poor reproductive efficiency, lower growth rates, and many more that may harm the bloodline of our dear citizens.
Oh yeah, may I
Section-
interrupt you, Medina?
Yeah?
There's a typo. Romantica relationships instead of romantical.
I think it's supposed to be romantic.
Yeah.
Probably a misinput, so I'll
Oh yeah,
edit
it's
that later.
romantic.
Anyways, this act shall be known as the anti-incest bill. The Section 2 punishment. Engaging in the activity of incest will result in a prison sentence. The prison sentence will be upon the severity of the bloodline or how close they are. Keep in mind that if there are any other criminal
it's not
offenses
very
added,
different.
such as rape, threats, and more, it could result to having a longer prison sentence than the set maximum, if the jury says so. So the severity. This cites the severity of like the crimes. Incest between immediate family, including the father, mother, sister, brother, and / or a child, will put you in prison for a minimum of 8 months and a maximum of 4 years. For the extended family, however, which contains the uncle,
Okay, you
aunt, first
joining
cousin,
the other.
niece, and nephew, will give you a prison sentence minimum of 4 months and a maximum of 1 year and 5 months. The ones excluded are the third cousin, the second cousin, because how do you say? It doesn't have much impact or genetical disorders bringing as much as it does the first cousin, but that's the only. I think this is the only flaw of this law. Maybe it should have been just the third cousin. But yeah, the second one, the in-laws. Having a relationship with your in-laws isn't classified as incest because technically you guys aren't even blooded, the same blooded. So yeah, that's all.
Do
Any
you guys have
questions?
any questions?
I do a couple of questions.
Yes, Ginoong Montgomery, you may speak up.
In the explanatory note and the section 3 severity item A. Oh no, not item A. Disregard this section, but the explanatory note. You say that
I think
you know
Sparcher's gonna be late.
romantic relationships between family members cause inbreeding, which leads to genetic disorders and such. Do we have actual scientific backing?
Actually.
Actually, the Habsburg dynasty.
Why not?
What if that doesn't really say anything? Is there, because that is an isolated case.
There is a historical background into this, as we've seen with the monarchs from other
Okay, we
countries,
got 8
Spain,
people so far.
Hungary, many inbreeding going on, and we see the
We're
how
gonna
do you
get
say
more.
the dysfunctions that it causes or it gives, especially to the physical features of the person.
Yes.
And I think it explains much of this thing I said.
I see. Let me check something.
Nego, what? Oh,
Because you know, how do I say this?
Maybe the poor reproductive efficiency and lower growth rates, those don't have much backing to it, but genetic disorders I think do.
Basically the entire thing would
we have
be
9 people in
I
game.
the
agree with
result of incest is going to be a child with a horrible future, so to say.
Well,
Yeah,
They'll-
I agree.
what I'm saying is, like, without actual publication of scientific research done to the effects of ancestry, it's, you can convince us because, we're educated and stuff, but for, people who isn't educated or haven't given the chance to actually look at these research, if they are done any, it will be hard to convince these people, you see.
You're just telling us people with no education won't understand it.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
need to make sure that they understand why.
If you do
I
this,
think-
it's very bad because
Yeah.
your daughter is
Also, I
like
want to point out
Mala.
a very severe fucking typo in section A, item
Right,
A,
we're gonna-
immediately instead of immediate.
I'm thinking of
Where
drafting
is it?
2 chasers into the box.
Section
Sections.
3,
For the
3,
next
item
week.
A, immediately.
Yeah,
finally.
it's-
Oh yeah, oh my bad.
It's immediate.
Good question.
I think
But
I wrote
want
this
to
on
keep up
mobile,
track,
so-
I guess.
Fucking
na
idiot.
autocorrect.
Bro, my fucking thing was broken, okay? I think Peter had to fix this law for me as well. This
There's also
spacing.
a typo
There's
for
this one
section
caster
4
who did
excluded.
that he was
The
moved
first,
to the vote when I
the
was
first
reading the
sentence.
other
Yeah, I
is
saw that.
stir instead of the site.
Yeah. I saw that.
So
Alright.
let me check.
Yes, that will be all.
Sorry guys, I wrote this on mobile.
It's alright. We can just fix it later. But the
Yeah.
voting
But-
should not affect the typo errors in this
But
because that can be fixed later on.
perhaps something like a mandatory, well, not mandatory, but a consideration of putting
Chesters will be fine as long as they
in
have
schools,
flag
like
guards.
higher, education schools, regarding why it's bad. Something like that would educate the people, because it's currently a little bit mandatory to go to schools, right? So
Wait,
it
what
would
happened?
it would be good if we added another, some sort of edit to the
Bruh.
curriculums and stuff. That would
Oh
be
yeah,
fine.
what's that there?
Because
Any more?
let's say like you're fucking peasant in Las
10 people.
fucking Negros
Nice.
Oriental village or something. Suddenly the law says that you can't date your sister or something or marry your sister. You're like, what the
Oh yeah,
fuck?
Roblox gamer.
Why did the government do this?
What are you gonna do here? Like,
Is bullshit. So
are you gonna be flagged or
they might be
it's gonna be,
questioning it. So that's why
router?
need to make it clear
okay?
about that.
As for
Mhm.
that, you should just add it under a science subject or something instead of being a separate subject, I guess, about
Yeah,
genetic.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any concerns?
No,
If you have no
nothing anymore.
concerns,
Oh, the
we're
guard
proceeding
will,
with voting on this bill number 87 or the
I
anti-ISS
second
bill.
the motion.
the guard will
All right.
rally.
You may now cast your votes for the anti-ISS bill, bill number 87.
Hmm.
Wait, the typos?
They're like easily fixable.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
easily
then
fixable.
I'll
You only vote if
Okay.
it's major revision that's needed. Major. But typos are
Okay.
considered
Whoops.
minor. All right.
Minor de edad.
All right.
Pass
We've officially
to-
passed the
Is this
anti-ISS bill.
is this gonna be no, second reading na
Yeah. So pending present. Should go there.
pending 4%. Okay, so the next law we have is the Imperial Educational Reform Bill. I believe that's Sponge
Yeah, the
made this
sponge.
law.
This is mine.
Can you step on the stage? You can step on the stage.
You didn't step
gentlemen.
on the stage earlier.
Oh yeah, I
But
forgot.
you're
I got
Okay,
busy with
hello,
the minutes of meeting.
gentlemen.
Hello.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Okay, so this bill is
Yeah,
made
someone's-
to reform the current education system within the empire. This is an act to standardize curriculums of schools as well as to merge the Reformed Education Act, which is and to rename the Ministry of Science
Mega, what?
and Industry to the Ministry of Science, Industry and Education. Wait, is this? Wait a second. Oh yeah, that's correct. Okay. Will be renamed to the Ministry of Science, Industry and Education, and will introduce co-education between both sex, which means that both genders will be able
Oh,
to
we got
attend
5
schools
lines. They
together.
have, four?
With all of
we might skip
explanatory note.
GG over
With all of the children of the empire now receiving education, a common occurrence has been noted as many of the schools were using varied curriculums, one using the Spanish system, one using German, French, British, and so forth. As well as this, with education now being massed in the empire, a new... One second, let me... one second. A new bureau...
Okay, I'm gonna do second thing in 8 minutes.
The new... Fuck!
If you don't.
The new fuck.
Where's that?
A bureau... Right, yes.
Bureau, Jesus Christ.
A new bureau
Hmm.
must be
Pala
made
yun,
to
no?
supervise, administrate, and keep all schools and organization involving education in check. As such, the Ministry of Science and Industry will be renamed to the Ministry of Science, Industry, and Education. As well as this, the population boom occurring, co-education between both sex is to be established to better use the resources and manpower we have at our disposal. Okay.
Okay, I think this is the best the
this
guard
act
can
will be
rally
known
right
as the
now.
Imperial Education Reform Act. Act
Well, we
number
don't know yet.
24, Education Reform Act, will be repealed since this will be merging it. Section 3 is well, this is basically renaming the Ministry of Science and Industry into the Ministry of Science, Industry, and Education, or MC. Item A, education is established to supervise, control, direct, and govern the education system of the empire. That's the the Ministry of Education. The whole point, the whole why they're there. That's a typo. Item A is seconded for some reason. There's a second item A. But the education is also responsible for the standardization of school curriculums, spanning from primary to what is this? Tertiary schools. Due to the nature of the evolving technology, culture. Due to the nature of the evolving technology, culture, theories, and philosophies, the curriculums may change upon careful debate inside the education. However, schools cannot change mandatory curriculums for their schools. This means that they can change. They cannot change the mandatory curriculums that the Ministry of Education may set.
Yeah, man.
Counter the entire Barry thing. Oh yeah, this section 4 is a constitutional amendment.
Yes.
If you go to the constitution real quick, Saligang Batangas or something. Article 20.
Yeah, joining the
No, the Article 30. Yes, basically renames the Ministry of Science and Industry into MC, which is there underscore under dash underline.
we kill niggas.
Education
wars.
fee lift. Every existing education fee will be lifted from the citizens unless the fee is generated from equipment fee. Yeah. The generated education fees will be paid directly from the government. Any fees generated from school events, such as field trips and such, cannot be lifted. However, if the family's monthly income is below 140 pesos, the government can lift 70% from the generated fee.
I don't know yet.
Section 6. It's basically going to install a categorization.
Yeah,
and
if you become
in
righteous, you can do that.
there's primary education, which is the elementary school, secondary, which is the middle and high school. They will be mandatory for every child, regardless of position or age, yeah, obviously, but regardless of position, rank, wealth, or such. Section 7, supervision of education. The minister. This is supposed to be ministry, but okay. The Ministry of Social Welfare is to keep record and perform yearly inspection of a family, as well as communication with the education board. This is to make sure that every children is in school instead of working on fields or something. Section 8, co-education of both sex. All academias are to introduce a mandatory co-education of both men and women. Let's see.
Bro.
Section 9, introduction of the standardized education grade system, or SETS. Empire's primary, secondary, and tertiary schools are to adopt the standardized education grade system, or SETS. Primary schools are to begin from age 6 up to until age 12, following 6 grades. Secondary schools are to begin from age 12 up until age 16, which is 4 grades.
Yo, what amazing arcade.
Tertiary schools are to begin from any age from 5 to 16. That's the nature of the academic standards. Section 10, mandatory curriculums. Yeah, this is it. Basically, all of the items and numbers are stating what kind of curriculums there will be. Let's see. And colonial holdings that the empire may have their own history on top of the history of the Philippines. Curriculum. One of the curriculums are farming, science, mathematics, language.
I'm gonna do second poll now.
And physical education, which is PE. That's it.
All right, you guys have any questions?
Oh, wait. Following this, I have a law about this, right? About the
Child labor.
what was that? The physical education, like enhancement bill for the PE.
Physical
Yeah,
education.
Wait, the
Wow.
bill, that one?
yeah, the PE bill.
Oh yeah, I saw that bill. But what happened to it though?
I think it's still up. I haven't
Still
checked
up?
in a while.
It's just not in agenda, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. It is still in the. Yeah, it's not in the agenda
I
though.
think we wait. I think we talked about it in a session that week.
Yo, what?
Yeah. Okay. Any questions?
Yes, I have a question. This is
Go
Severed.
ahead.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Should the children of the empire? Now, this is just a suggestion. It's really up to you guys to decide if it's valid, I guess. Do you not think that the children of the empire should also learn the lingua franca of the world, which is French?
No.
Is it? I don't know what is the lingua franca of this world right now,
Why would we learn
Uh,
French?
because it's the lingua franca.
This is so.
It
The
would-
thing
It's
is,
English and
this
French. no?
is so this is basically the mandatory curriculums. Any school is able to adopt extra language if they so wish, but since we are literally in the Philippines, they are at least required to learn.
Wait, what is the lingua franca of the world right now? Like in this in
I
lore?
don't. I
I
don't
honestly have no idea.
fucking know.
Is it like IRL? Isn't it French? Like most of the diplomacy was conducted in French, right?
I'm honestly not sure.
It's-
Yeah.
But
Like a shit ton of treaties were made in Paris, so
the thing is, if they want to learn French, they can just go to the university or something. Why
Fair
now?
play, fair play. That's actually fair.
Yeah, so this is just give them a bare minimum.
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose if you like the chances of someone who's only graduated secondary school will probably not engage in any form of diplomacy. Fair enough.
Yeah, so I mean, there could be like rising politicians or something, thriving ones.
Fair play.
there are
Yeah.
11 children of the empire in my.
Whoa. Any other questions?
Sorry, does it say the ability to use a firearm in physical education?
Yes.
No.
What?
Wait.
Military state, yo.
Yeah, we are a military state.
Yeah,
True.
We are a
all
military
children
state.
Yeah,
are
real martial law.
all children are required to learn how to maintain a firearm, how dangerous it is, and how to shoot them.
Yeah, we do
They
this
become
at
rebels.
ROTC.
GG.
Yeah, we do this at ROTC though.
We're having OTC right now, yo.
Fair play to you. I guess it does make sense in lore. Yes, naturally, of course.
Yeah, all children will learn how to be responsible,
With the
children.
firearms.
Yeah, that makes sense.
with the firearms.
We're in
Instead
a
of some
very
fucking
military state.
Instead of some fucking country,
Yeah.
America.
We are a religious. We are not. We are a secular
For all
state, right?
children, not
We
just
are-
for guys.
Yeah.
Yes, women will also be
For
able
women
to
as well.
handle a
We
firearm.
are secularist.
Yeah.
We have women in the military, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. We are secularist nation, but we respect all religions. We tolerate all of them.
Wait, yeah, that is what secular is, right? We don't have an official
Yeah.
like state religion.
Yeah.
We don't have any state religion.
Why
even though
not?
we're
Why
heavily
can't we be
influenced.
Christian, please?
No.
No, we
We-
don't have the state
No,
religion
like
Yeah,
We
but
respect
why
everyone.
not?
the
because
thing is,
yeah.
we can be influenced from Christianity, but we cannot adopt
True.
Christianity as a state religion because if you
Kinda
look at
fought
our
the Spanish for that.
yeah, we literally fought the Spanish for that.
Yeah, and also
No,
this is to separate the state and the
Yo.
church.
I mean, yeah.
Should 90 volts
Why do we have
be
churches?
rifles?
Oh,
'Cause,
okay, never mind. It's
No,
just-
church
you
is
can
not
still
fine.
have. You're
Yeah,
still
yeah,
free
yeah,
to
yeah, that was
pray.
actually a stupid
and,
question.
bro, you can-
I think
Oh,
I
oh.
speak before I think. My bad.
It's all
Yeah.
Do
good.
not open that can of worms, thank you.
Because with our current numbers,
Any questions?
Language.
Yeah,
If we have
Yeah,
no
questions.
questions, I'm gonna call for a motion to proceed to the voting.
I third this motion.
You mean second? All right. You may now
No,
cast your
Oh my
votes.
god.
Oh my gosh! It ended 5:53. 2 minutes more, and it would have been Hey,
We're the most civilized camera meeting.
Yeah,
Everyone
good
agrees
question.
to one thing.
we're the,
Yeah,
is this
instead
in
of
second reading already?
Hold on. It's PDF, so
Oh,
it
it
should
is.
be
It
in
is.
second reading, yeah. We will pass this on pending present.
wait a fucking second.
Alright.
This is green tea.
Okay, chat. We have a top frogger joining today.
Your coworkers are
Oh!
absent. Oh my god. I'm
Okay,
gonna panic.
guys. So,
The other woman. The other
Let's
woman.
proceed with
since
the
it's 5:54,
minor designation bill.
since it's
Minor.
5:54, let's just have like a 10-minute rule na lang for every
Yeah.
you know
10-minute rule.
every bill. Okay.
Yep.
Anyways, this Sponge's bill again. So Sponge, you may take the stage.
Yep.
Again.
You mean I'll speak?
Okay. What is this? Oh yes,
Yeah, the minor
this
designation.
thing.
Fine.
Aha.
So,
You saw the incest law. Are you ready for
Yo,
minor designation
alright.
bill?
Yo, alright, my niggas.
Minor.
Right.
12.
So
Oh
this
wait, I
is
pressed
an
the
act
wrong
regarding
button. My bad. I was supposed
designating
to say that in
between
Discord.
minors and adults in precise mannerisms, utilizing
Yeah.
the Gregorian calendar, thus differentiating it.
Yo, alright, my
Shitty naming,
niggas.
full name, I know, but yeah.
Oh wait, I
So
pressed
with
the wrong
increasing acts protecting the
key
livelihood
bind.
of
I said
children
alright,
and
my
minors
niggas
all
in the
alike, a
TeamSpeak
final
instead of
nail in the
this
coffin
VC.
must be created to finally differentiate and set
Good thing. Okay,
regulations
good
between
thing it
how
was
old
only
a
9
minor
stop
is
in
and how
the
old is
TeamSpeak
considered
right
an
now.
adult.
Because if there's guard
Once again.
national there, it's Jover.
By introducing this act, a final differentiation can be made, as well as bearing those now adults the responsibility of being one, thus being able to vote, to serve, and so forth. Right. Minor Designation Act. We're basic. Section 2 is basically
Yeah,
ranting out
yes.
about how
Wait,
we'll
hold on.
protect the kids. Section 3.
Nah, I think that Korea can handle that.
Within the empire, those who are from birth up until the age of 18 using the Gregorian calendar are considered minors. So everyone under the... Thank you. Everyone under the... Oh, you got my score, thank you. Everyone under the age of 18, according to the Gregorian calendar, is considered a minor.
A rifle line, because we have 5 lines and they have 4.
Let's see.
And
minors are not
each of
able to
our lines
consent
can
to
match their
contracts
lines,
which may be
actually.
offered by corporations. Minors are not able to serve the Imperial military under no circumstances.
Oh yeah,
Minors
Korea
are not
has an
able to
LCOV,
vote for any official government votings,
Nah, I
though
think
they
we'll
may
be
possess the
fine.
ability to vote under
Yeah,
regional
let him
control.
We'll be
Minors are
fine.
not able to consume opium through any means. Minors are not able to consume alcohol of any kind unless it was used for cooking.
Can I
Minors
interrupt
are
you for
not...
a bit?
Yes?
what?
Instead of mentioning opium specifically, why not drugs though?
Yeah, just drugs in general.
Probably because do we have
Wait, which section
a
is he?
solid?
Ano?
We have a solid
Uh,
designation of what drugs are.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yo, what if I penetrate
I haven't
you? Okay, no, that's
stated
bad,
much,
actually.
but let's say you want to smoke cigs. Do you consider that a drug?
Yo.
Well, opiates. I believe it shouldn't just be opium. Then maybe opiates of any kind.
Or just narcotics, I think. Yeah, narco. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
for
God.
lore, you could just designate opiates to it, not just specifically opium.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then I guess we could do that. Opiates.
Did we save the questions for later now? We only have
Okay,
10 minutes.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay.
Minors are not able to work except for working as a student. However, the law may be the exception. Below, saying that they are over 16 years
Oh my
old and
God,
restricted to
bro.
4 hours of regular labor. They are able to consent to thus required labor contracts, though the contract cannot exceed over 2 weeks, though it may be prolonged following the child's consent. They are not able to work
Yo, what?
surrounding jobs that exercise sexual intentions as outfits, which implies no sex slaves. Looks at me.
Oh,
Appliance of assembly number
What?
14. utilizing
Yo.
Assembly Number 14 Anti-Pedophilia Act, any sexualization of explicit content involving minors will be severely punished and shunned. Bold text underline. Following Section 5 and 6, punishments will also be the same according to Section 7. That's it.
I have a question, please.
Go ahead.
Yes.
I completely object to minors not being allowed to consume alcohol. I believe that alcohol should be allowed for at least maybe if there is to be a bar for prohibiting the consumption of alcohol. I'd rather there is no bar on the consumption of alcohol, but I'm fine with a bar on the purchase of alcohol.
Okay.
Minors should not be allowed to purchase alcohol, but a prohibition on the consumption of alcohol, I believe, is a bit excessive.
Yeah, we should make. Yeah, we should make votes.
Actually, yeah. Instead of putting it,
Yes.
instead of
Actually,
putting it,
hold on.
minors are not able to consume alcohol. What if
They're not allowed to
not allowed to
purchase.
So now,
Yeah, that's
okay,
Yo.
that
That's what
that
he said.
seems like a good
Why you doing
position,
her
but
like that, nigga? Yo.
then my counter argument is that well, when can they drink?
They could drink. Well, personally, I'd rather
Yo,
like
you're tag
at
shaking.
best I can say like 15 years old. It sounds reasonable.
no 18?
True.
That's just arbitrarily. That's
Well-
just an arbitrary age that I chose. It's alcohol, and
Yeah.
so long as the parents allow it, I believe that it shouldn't it shouldn't be it shouldn't have any health problems.
My questions to you is this: what
Yo, sir.
could you possibly say that could that you could say to make it so that minors, well, people under 18 can drink alcohol, and why can they drink it?
Because it's alcohol. It's because it's
Yo.
alcohol, the drink of the gentleman, sir. And gentlemen must have their
Minors-
drink.
Good sir, minors are not gentlemen.
They are gentle little
Boy.
fellas. no, that sounds so wrong. That sounds so wrong. Gentle.
So you think gentlemen under the age
Yo,
of
where-
18 are gentle boys?
Wait, where's
What
the
do you
other
think?
one?
No, those are not my words. I did not say that. Somebody else said that. But yes, the consumption of alcohol, I don't believe it poses too much of a significant risk. I'd be fine with
Yo,
disallowing the
Glenn,
purchase
yo.
of alcohol for minors because the idea is that they should be fine with
Yo.
consuming alcohol. But if they're not allowed to purchase
Okay,
alcohol
okay,
while they're minors, then
ano sabi
they
niya sa
probably
sister
have
ko, ganun
parents
sa akin.
or some adult
Yo.
to supervise them while they are
Yo,
consuming
what?
alcohol.
Actually, instead of it just
Why would-
being unable to consume, make it
Yo,
both
what?
unable to
Yo.
consume and purchase.
Yo.
I think.
Yo, actually.
I'm still in the stance that I believe that the
Yo.
prohibition on the
Yes.
consumption, the minors' consumption of alcohol, is excessive. But I am completely in support of minors
Yo,
unable
paano
to
mo
purchase
nalaman, yo?
alcohol.
What the fuck?
And why is consuming is okay, but purchasing is not? And
Because
the thing is,
yeah,
the thing is, like, how do I say this? If parents can intervene in what child drinks and such, why would they be able to drink and be
because
still
some parents are fine, like for the fiestas, for example. I believe some parents are or some parties for the more bourgeois folk.
then
Some
then it
parents are
should be-
completely fine with their 15-year-old kid drinking a little bit of alcohol.
Hmm.
No, I still
Wait,
agree with not being
is
able to
Sunny Bolt
consume
gonna be
any.
a rifle line?
Okay, fair play.
That's just for me.
They-
No, okay.
We don't have to agree on anything right now. We will have voting anyways.
Okay.
Wow,
Wait,
yeah,
Sponge,
Any
you have
other
2 more
questions?
minutes. Is it over now? Because you only have
Yeah. Any questions?
none.
I have no questions. All right.
Okay. Yo, chat,
Motion to
we're gonna
proceed
start
with
in
the voting of this bill.
I second the motion.
Second the
All
motion.
right. You may now cast your votes.
I farted.
Oh my god.
Wait. So no, this bill is still rejected because
We failed to get a
No, I think we
majority.
should start
yeah,
going to
it's
like
supposed to
the
be
lowest.
50.
over 50, 51 and over.
Okay, that's
Oh,
yeah.
They
Okay.
said yes. They said yes.
Oh,
Okay,
I
we're
wanted
getting
this
rifles.
bill. No.
I'm sorry, man. Is that
Wait.
true? Like, we have to get a majority for just
Okay,
getting past the first reading.
Whoever has perms, can you
Yeah.
guys make us a rifle?
Ah.
It's for democracy's sake.
So abstaining is effectively like disagreeing. Is that
Yeah.
what I'm
Yes.
getting?
Let's
Yeah,
not.
but it's less
It's
severe.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
mean-
you're not voting on it, neither are you
Yeah.
voting against it.
Yeah.
yes, but
let's
effectively it functions the same as nay.
I mean, let's
It counts as
consider
doing
as
nothing.
yeah, because like if you agree on
Wait, we
something
don't have
but
rifles yet.
disagree on some of it, like let's say you agree on section 2 but you disagree on section 3, then
is there a
it's
way
not
to
nay
make-
because
to, like,
you
give the
don't
entire company
fully
rifles?
disagree with it. That's
Is
why
that how
abstain.
it works?
Sort of.
I
Yes.
assumed abstain just meant my vote really doesn't matter, so I can't be bothered. Anyways,
It's
sorry,
fine.
I'm
Yeah,
delaying.
you can vote nay if you want. Alright. So
Voted nay?
bill rejected. Okay, so to make my statement here,
Okay.
Assembly Bill number 65 called Minor Designation Bill is officially rejected from the table.
All right.
Fine, emoji.
For our
Yo,
fifth bill that
we need
we're
actual
going to be talking about,
rifles.
this bill is introduced by, once again, Sponge Ray and is co-authored by Mei Chan. Or should I say Geoff. So, if the both of you want to talk on it, you both proceed to this stage.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna
Do
give
what?
everyone rifles one by one.
Duo, yeah.
Oh my god.
Just make sure Geoff doesn't suck you off while you're doing the speech.
What?
Damn.
What the
What
fuck?
the hell?
Oh,
Crossing the line.
I'm going to get snackers.
Bro went too far.
What
Bro
happened?
went too far.
Uh,
Bro went too far.
I'm
Bro
just
went
kidding.
too far.
Okay. 6. Geoff's just standing behind him.
Alright,
6:06.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may
Geoff,
run now.
I can
Guys, I'm
literally
giving you guys
feel
rifles
your
one by
breath
one.
down my spine. Please do not do that.
Guys, your time is started already.
Okay. An act to introduce boundaries and limits as well as procedures for natural resources. The Empire's resources, although on the map it may seem small, the raw powers of the Empire surpass a mere paper on which the Empire's territories are drawn.
Yo,
However,
what the fuck?
though our resources are plentiful, there is also a duty as a strong
Okay, who else needs a
nation
rifle?
to know its limits and set their own limits. In this case, the natural resources of the Empire. By introducing limits, boundaries, as well as who can cut and mine and who cannot, procedures with what you must and mustn't do, the Empire can utilize the resources for a long, long time.
No, we could get go. Okay.
This act was hence known as Natural Resource Regulation Act. Designations. In accordance with the Industrial Classification Act of the one second. Assembly Act number 22. The natural resources are as follows: forestry industry, mining industry. Additionally,
By
by the
bullets,
word
rifle.
extraction, it refers to
Oh, yeah,
extracting
I'm a
minerals
fire,
or cutting down trees for any purpose. The ministry refers to the Ministry of Labor and Infrastructure and the Ministry of Agriculture, due to both industries stated above belonging to each ministries. Section 3, extraction permit.
Yo, we got the Bavarian flag. We got the Bavarian flag.
To prevent land exploitation, as well as to record the as
Okay,
well
everyone
as to
just run away.
record,
Everyone just run away. Everyone just run.
comma,
Everyone just run.
the
What
extraction permit, now permit,
Oh my
will be in
God.
place, issued by the
They
Ministry of
killed
Labor
us.
and Infrastructure or the local
Oh
government.
my god, we lost it.
Anyone
we lost
of
it.
any company
lost
must
at the
hold
last
a
second.
specific permit for
But
that
it's okay, it's
specific
okay.
area to be
Well,
able
at
to
least that
begin
got
their
points down.
operations.
It's okay.
Permits directly issued by the Emperor
Wait,
can overturn
what?
restrictions.
No, just
If the designated location can cause harm to workers in accordance with the well-being of the citizens, it can be denied without appeal.
Yeah.
Workspace inspector to
Nah,
ensure
it
the
was-
extraction
VG
is
was behind
regulated,
this
the
edition
local
of, like-
government or the ministry must send an inspector every
Really?
month. The inspector will serve as a direct representative of where they were sent from, be it the ministry or the local government.
Oh wait,
84.
which ministry does this fall under pala?
Guys, don't form a line. Don't form
We
a line.
already,
Spread out.
Section 2, item
There you go. It's
D,
better.
Ministry of Labor and Infrastructure and the Ministry of Agriculture. So both ministries.
Thank you.
Item B, the inspector
So the
may
BG on
stop
the
all
river.
operations without documentation if the situation is severely dire to continue. The inspector does not have the authority to fire any personnel as they belong to the companies who have hired them, though they may issue so from their respective origins. Oh, my name. The inspector may be escorted by armed personnel upon clear explanations. The inspector cannot abuse their position to threaten or blackmail anyone. The inspector must have a ability to make clear and understandable documentation of their inspection. The inspector must be well educated by Western standards. The inspector is specifically in this item not allowed to speak with a German accent.
Don't go in. Save your
As
life.
an addition to this, they cannot drink,
Quick for charge.
ask,
Go.
drink, or order a cup of milk.
Get the flag out.
The inspector is also not advised to smoke whilst the inspection. The inspector cannot document everything.
The flag is down.
They
The flags are go.
must
Go.
document everything they have
okay.
seen whilst their inspection.
Oh shit! I think we
The
scattered.
inspector may be accompanied
Nah,
by
we're
a
good.
ministerial staff or for supervision under orders by the minister.
Yeah. I
Section
think we
5,
overplayed there.
regulations to deforestation. Prevent a
That's fine.
complete for deforestation of our territories. All companies involved with forestries must represent how much square meter of the forest to be extracted, which will then be approved by the minister.
We did.
Geoff, could you read the rest?
Be sure.
I'm a little bit tired.
Wait, who's missing our rifle?
Okay.
I think it's Flippy.
Oh, yeah, let me move over. Let me hunch back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Does anyone?
All right,
who else
so
doesn't have a rifle?
regarding the regulation of deforestation, now, Section A, burnings of forests are strictly banned, and those who did well with charge with
Lucas,
treason, arson,
wait,
and property damage. As for this,
Sorry,
the
yeah.
will be owned by the government in all essentials.
Okay,
The forests that are owned. Can you scroll down a bit, Medina? Thank you. Hold on. The extractions which surpass the original plan will result in jail time or a heavy fee depending on the severity. Of course, it'll be just a small fee if it's only a couple. Will be added probably at the later or more thought into as the bill progresses.
It's down.
Depending on these
Oh,
the-
we're gonna get it.
going on
We're
the
gonna get it.
hold on
Oh, we got it.
the waste
Let's
regulation
go.
rate. Sorry, can't speak. Section 6,
Yo,
waste
get the
regulation.
device like again.
Any disposal of waste must be supervised by an inspector. Failure will result in immediate termination
Yo,
of
they're all
extractions,
pulling
strippings
towards
of the
us. They're all
permit
pulling towards us.
they have
Should go
acquired,
for the-
and jail time or fee depending on severity. Section 7, redistribution of excess material. If excess material, even under strict plan, were to happen, they are going to be redistributed to the emperor and the
Okay,
government.
3, 2,
No.
1, chat.
Just relocation of
Shoot
excess.
the BG flag. Shoot the BG flag.
And Section 8, effectivity. This.
Oh,
That's-
shut it down. Nice.
Any question, guys?
I have a
Keep shooting it down,
question.
Keep shooting down. Keep shooting the flag down.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wait, should we just charge in? Oh no.
on
Okay, let's not charge in. That's a bigger
Section
one.
3
Okay, 3, 2, 1, chat. Going.
Yeah.
and
Guys,
part G, as in,
hold the bridge.
why is it only Western
Do not
standards?
let them go.
Can we not
Is
have our
fucking
own
Ivan
Filipino-
screaming into his mic right
Yo.
now?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
playing Napoleon Wars. I can hear
Yeah,
him.
he is.
Okay,
Okay, so
Okay,
why
anyway.
can we not have our own standards? Like a Filipino standard
We-
instead of Western.
we can go for this.
Uh,
3, 2,
Well,
1,
the
chat.
thing is, Filipino
okay, we need
standards
to get
are
away.
adopting Western standards. So
Okay, we can shoot the barbarian.
Also, in regards to our Philippine standards, if we're going to have one, it will be based off
Yep.
Western standards in any way,
2, 1, chat.
since they have more experience
Wait
in.
for them to come out.
Oh yeah, fair.
That makes
That's
sense.
Okay.
Spanish
Jeff, I
uh,
just said that.
influence.
I have a question.
Oh shit!
Sorry, is your question over?
Yes.
Go on.
Okay, I have a question. What section is this? One sec. Fuck, I scrolled up and now I'm lost. Where's the armed thing? Armed personnel.
They are.
Why aren't they allowed to speak in a fucking German accent? What the hell?
Where's armed personnel?
Some reference. You know,
Shoot the flag! Shoot the flag! Don't it's down! It's a
some
Where the hell is armed personnel?
Section 4,
Uh,
workplace
they-
inspector.
Get the flag! Get
section
the flag!
4.
Section 4, number 1. There's no bold text that bothers me so much.
Almost there! Almost there!
Where?
There is-
There you go.
It's C. It's C.
Everyone,
Oh wait.
Section
D,
4C.
Section D.
everyone run!
As they
Everyone
belong to Section D. Okay. Maybe escorted by armed personnel. These armed personnel will be gathered from where exactly? The military? The IPA
Yes.
potentially? The military, okay, gotcha.
Anything that is armed and government.
Okay, gotcha. So largely the military then.
Yes, largely. Yes.
Oh yeah, I think it would be the military since since the IPA is prohibited from carrying weapons.
Whoever was
Oh,
that,
yes.
was that
In
farmers
most
or
circumstances.
Jordan?
Anyways, carry on then. Never mind.
Oh, it was
Any
us
other
right, okay.
questions?
Shoot them, Bavaria.
Poo-poo.
Oh, they're gonna get cut.
Beep beep boop boop.
What the fuck? Huh?
Okay.
I have no
I
question.
Ah, bro.
I think no one else has a question. I motion voting.
I second the motion. You may now cast your
Okay,
votes.
guys.
Shoot
You
the
may
beach
now
flag,
cast
shoot
your
the beach
vote.
flag.
I do not
Okey-dokey.
know what the fuck.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, chant.
I sure whatever.
Yeah,
Oh
whatever.
my god, they're
Only
not
3
kicking
voted
out.
A.
We almost melted.
I
I will
it's
not
A.
take that as a vote.
It's I.
That's
I.
I.
No.
Yeah, it's I.
That's I, not A.
It's I.
Okay.
It's I.
Everyone going,
Hey.
Guys,
Okay, yeah.
I have a proposal to make. Our
6,
proposition.
15,
I have a motion to make. Guys.
majority. Yeah.
Motion to adjourn the meeting since we already have 5 readings already.
No, because there's one last bill.
we need to pull.
I second the motion.
They're almost
I
broken as well.
I disagree. Oh shit! I third the motion. This
What?
is fucking
It's gonna
long.
break, though.
What?
Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, yeah,
Already
never
passed an
mind.
R. Okay.
Magna Carta, holy sh...
Cast your votes.
Everyone shoot the flag.
What is this? Holy fucking shit!
Yeah. the
Yeah,
author is not even
holy
here.
moly.
We can break
The author is not even here.
I move that we shut the fuck up for now and just
Wait.
go.
Is the natural resource bill just in second reading or just about to be?
This is
I'll watch left Bavaria
It's
coming in.
pending for assent
this
since it's a PDF.
They have no rush.
Okay. Anyways, I guess that's all. Picture
I
taking.
move
second motion.
that
Okay.
the okay, there you go. Motion seconded.
All right.
yeah. Okay.
Wait. What am I?
We already voted.
Okay.
We already voted.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh,
Peter Morrison started a.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, chant.
Okay.